What's up guys, it's Dan from Dan's Reptiles here. Welcome back to another video. This will be the Reptile Room / update for July 2023. Not much has changed. I did miss the June 2023 Reptile Room update. Sorry about that, I've been very busy. Not much has changed here, like I said. Got 4 animals inside, got the rest outside, then got 10 all up. Got blue tongues, pink tongues, got a short neck turtle over here, got goldfish in there too now. Goldfish outside with water dragons. Got shingleback skink, diamond python, spotted python, you name it, it's here. Without further ado, let's get to it. So starting off for the reptile room, this is Sunshine. She is my female Murray River turtle. She is the oldest animal I have and the second animal I ever owned. First was Charlie, whose photo over here. Sadly she passed a few years back, but I got Sunshine the same day. Had her for 7-8 years now. She's going great. I hope to put her in an outdoor pond soon, which will be nice for her, allow her to get out and stretch a lot more and have a big basking area for her when the sun's out. This is her setup. It's a custom built 6-foot aquarium. It's got double-sided waterfalls, so one each side, and then 2 intakes. So you got one just there, and then you got one over here. Substrate's just gravel. Got several plants in there. Got a log hide and a little rock hide for the fish. There were yabbies in here. I bought 6 yabbies, but she demolished them in about a day. So rest in peace, 6 yabbies. But for some reason she's not eating these fish. I bought these fish just in case she wanted to have the taste for fish, because every time I've bought a fish before she's demolished them. Koi fish, angelfish, goldfish, small feeder fish, you name it, she's just gone through it. But for some reason these guys are hanging on. These guys have been in there for about a month now and she hasn't touched any of them. 6 goldfish are in here, like I said before, none of them been eaten. Heater's there, keeps the water nice and warm. I'm just touching it now, yeah. Just got an LED panel on top because that UVB bulb at the back there blew, like all 4 of them, so it must be a short somewhere because it's not working now, so I'm going to try and fix that. So I just got this cheap LED panel I had lying around just to do the job for now. Otherwise it would be a UVB bulb. But here's Sunshine. She eats turtle pellets, she eats the fish when she does. Yabbies, crickets, superworms, woodies. She's an absolute machine. She's probably my best feeder. Every day she'll eat. The way you guys can tell this is a female is that short tail. Males will have a much longer tail than the females, and females will actually get bigger than the males. But yeah, underneath just got storage in all of these. The filters in here. I bought this filter on eBay for about 80 bucks and it's done me a solid. Just got soundproofing each side of it so you can't hear it. It's actually pretty quiet as is. And all the filtration's behind the tank. Me and Dad built this plastic ramp and just super glued some grass on there, fake grass, so she can get up and actually climb over and get out of the water so she can dry her shell. So this is Sunshine. If you want any questions or anything like that, just let me know in the comment section down below and I'll get to answering them. Sorry, I'm very tired. Without further ado, moving on to the next animal. So in this small enclosure is Striker. He is my male spotted python. I had to get rid of the heat bulb before because it broke and was actually short-circuiting to the enclosure. Luckily I had Striker out when I was cleaning the enclosure, because then as soon as I realised, I copped a zap myself, so I got rid of that. So I just need to buy a new one. He doesn't really need the heat bulb at the moment. He's got the heat mat underneath this rock here, and since it's winter, doesn't need that excess heat. Built a branch near Reptile 1 Enclosure. Very reliable brand, just got a UVB bulb straight across the top of both of the enclosures there. It's a bit of cardboard separating Striker from the little ones. Big water dish there. Substrate is koi peat. Keeps the moisture in, keeps it nice and humid. A very reliable substrate. Just 2 custom rock hides. I know that one in the middle there is Exoterra. That's the first ever hide I bought. 7 years ago with Charlie, my bearded dragon, and it has not broken. I don't know what brand this is. I'm pretty sure it's Reptile One. Same thing, reliable, really good. It's got that mesh cube up there for globes. The only reason I've got a cube up here is for snakes, because snakes like to wrap around the globes a lot. If you have snakes, you'd know that exactly what I'm talking about. But here's Striker. As you can see, he's got amazing colours on him. Come on, hop out. Put this rock over here for now. Got amazing colours for a blonde spotted python. He's one of the brightest spotted pythons I've ever seen. Hence why I purchased him. He was a beautiful animal. Beautiful in regards to handling. This guy is on adult mice. I feed him maybe 2 of those a week, but since it's nice and cold, it's winter here right now in Australia, I've slowed down his feeding. He hasn't eaten in a couple of weeks now. But yeah, beautiful snake to own. Highly recommend this snake as a first pet snake, as these guys will only get maybe 1.5 meters long, or maybe just under that. Striker's just a bit over 1 meter, but he's a beautiful snake. Very well tempered. He was actually my first snake I ever owned, and they start off very small and they remain still pretty small compared to a lot of other snakes we have in Australia. But if you guys want an update on him, or any questions in regards to spotted python care, Stimson's python, children's python, you name it, they're all very similar in regards to the care and setup for each other, except obviously different sizes. That's practically it. So let me know in the comment section down below. Moving on to the next 2 animals, which is next door to Striker. Now that that's moved, I can show you guys. So in this very small enclosure houses 2 very small little animals. So there's one. This is Squish, my little pink-tongued skink, and over there is his housemate. I call him Crash, as in Crash and Squish from Nemo, because he's a lot bigger, or he was a lot bigger than Squirt, but Squirt's now gaining his size. Don't know the gender of these guys. I bought these guys earlier this year at an expo. Very fascinating little animals. So these guys are not blue-tongued skinks, so they're complete opposite actually. These guys don't have a blue tongue, they have a pink tongue. These guys don't sit on the ground like the big fat blue tongues that you see. These guys are actually arboreal. These guys will use that little, it's actually little at the moment, but it gets a very long and skinny tail of theirs. They'll wrap around branches to be able to hold themselves up, but you'll see them climbing branches, up trees. Very crazy little animals. So these guys will get much bigger, but not nearly the size of a blue-tongued skink. They'll just get long and skinny. These guys are just eating some cat food at the moment. I also feed these guys small crickets dusted in calcium. I tried dog food at first, but since they're so little, I got them onto cat food instead, because cat food's got a lot more like jelly and it's a lot more easy to chew. There's not big chunks of it like dog food. Yeah, that's it for really these guys. Small enclosure, little Reptile Zoo one, bought at the expo. Just got a plant in there, keep the life in there. Koi peat substrate, little water dish, vines for them to climb around, little coconut hide, and then obviously that hide that they love. Heat mats at the back, so it keeps them warm. That's why they're always behind that log hide. If you guys want more updates on these guys, as I've only really filmed these guys once, just let me know in the comment section down below. I'm learning as I go with these guys. Never really kept these guys before, so we're just learning as we go. And hopefully the goal is to get them in this big enclosure here with Boyd's forest dragons. So that'd be a pretty cool sight to see. And maybe some shag skinks. Get a big communal tank in here, because it is a very large tank. It's 4 feet long, 3 feet high. We've got the big rock walls, so it'd be a very nice communal tank. That's it for these guys, and we shall move on to the outside enclosures. Moving on to the first outdoor enclosure. This is just a custom built aviary me and me dad built a couple of years back. It's definitely due for an upgrade. 3 meters long by 1 meter wide. It's probably half a meter high. Just made of solid timber. As you guys see, it needs an upgrade, starting to split everywhere. These are all 1 meter by 1 meter doors that you can open up with mesh underneath, so they can't get out obviously, and so stuff can't get in. Big rock there so they can bask. Roof tiles, basking area, nice fake grass basking area that's elevated so they can get under and above. Stacks of weed grass so they can get in there, get warm and hide during the winter. If it gets very cold here, it gets about 1 degree here. Just got some roof tile there, or some colorbond, sorry. Food dish, that's just the rest of the cat food. Whenever I feed the pink tongues, I just chuck the rest of the cat food out here because they seem to eat anything I put there. Big water dish there. This is the winter hide, so that is just a hay box. I'll get to that in a minute. These are just hollow logs, and the first animal for the day is little Dwayne. Well, not so little Dwayne. Dwayne is a shingleback skink, or a double-headed skink, or a bobtail skink. So they get all these names because, or pinecone skink, sorry. The reason why they get all these names is because his tail looks very similar to his head, as you guys can see. And when he feels threatened, not like that, he's just very pissed off because I've woken him up. When a bird, like he sees a bird flying in the air, he'll walk backwards and pretend that that tail is his head. And then when the bird realizes, they latch onto that tail, and he'll pretend that's his head, and then he'll detach that tail so the bird will focus on that tail, and he'll make a run for it and grow back another one. Obviously it won't be as perfect as his original tail like this one, but it'll still be a good tail, and at least he'll still be able to live. So that's Dwayne. Underneath here is Whitey. I want to get Whitey out because Whitey's deep under there. That is my male albino blue tongue skink. I say pink tongue because he doesn't actually have a blue tongue. He is albino, so he's actually got a pink tongue. Take this off to show you our final animal for this enclosure. You just walk it. What's good about this being stone is I can just walk straight over it. And in here is Maximus. Maximus is my big Queensland locality eastern blue tongue skink. I got this big girl from Peter Birch at Criticam, amazing bloke, and she is an absolute chunker of a blue tongue skink. See the very slow tongue flick? She's quite cold, but she stays warm in this nice little tub that I've built. So I put these in for the winter for my animals, so they can get nice and cozy. I'm going to be putting one of these in the water dragon enclosure, hopefully this weekend, when I can get a small enough tub to fit behind their waterfall. You guys will see in a minute. It's okay, I'll put you back. That's it for this enclosure. If you guys want updates and all that, just let me know in the comment section down below. Definitely due for an upgrade. Hopefully I can build one soon. I'm hoping of putting a big aviary at the back there, similar to the one I'm about to show you guys, for the blue tongues, and have some other a bit arboreal animals. Maybe put the water dragons over there with them. See how we go. Substrate's just wood chips. Obviously you've got thick rubber across the entire enclosure so they can't burrow out, and then you got thick rubber on either side and that side, so they can't, if they did burrow and try to dig out, they just hit rubber again. But yeah, very happy with this build from a couple of years ago. And this door has tarps on it, two thick tarps, so when the rain hits, it doesn't penetrate this area, so this area stays completely dry. Good for lizards so they can get out of the rain, especially with the shinglebacks. Shinglebacks can get sick in the same rain. So that's just a quick little note. If you guys own shinglebacks and have them outside, they can get sick from the rain. I have had Dwayne sick before, but once I brought him inside, got him back up to health, he's back out and he hasn't been sick since. So, but yeah, that's it for these guys, and moving on to the last enclosure. And here is the last but massive enclosure. So it's got 3 bays. That's just spare for now. That's hopefully for a monitor when I can do all my paperwork for it. Diamond python in there, 2 water dragons and goldfish in there. I'll talk about the enclosure first. It's all powered, so you've got a power point up there that I wired up. Just got a plug, comes down to a 4-gang switch. 4-gang meaning 4 different switches. So you've got power point, no sorry, light, power point. Light as in the 3 LED fluoro lights that go across all 3 enclosures. You guys can see there, and then obviously the individual switches for each power point for each enclosure, so I can control all of them manually from out here. You guys can see the conduit work goes up and over. Just the expander foam, crap job I know, but I couldn't get behind there again. Moving into this first one, it's just spare tanks, spare supplies. Each one has their own little door, just open up like that. So each little cubicle is 1.8 meters high, I think it's 2.2 meters deep, and just under 1 meter wide. This one's got a little wall there. This one came with a ledge, so I just made a fake rock on top, and that one came with nothing, so we just went from there. But yeah, we'll move on to the first enclosure that's actually got something in it. This is Crystal. She is my female diamond carpet python. I'm hoping to get her a housemate soon as well, just waiting on everything to go well. This is the rainforest wall that's on either side, so it gives them a nice thing to climb. Looks very nice as well, nice and natural, and it also separates the two animals or two species from seeing each other. Substrate is wood chips. Got a pine plant there, I think it is. It's starting to go a bit dull, so I have to spray it a bit more often, it looks like. Big water dish over there. Little hide that she's outgrown. Got this in the ground, so this can't move. These are just gum tree branches. They go across, so she can climb everywhere. This was supposed to be a hide she can go into, but in there, but she just lays on it. Fake rock ledge there. Bamboo backing. This is her little winter hide that she never goes in because she's outsmarted that. She's too good for this, too good for the hay tub. So now, I'll move this out of the way for you guys so you guys can see. So now, she just sits at the back here. So there's Crystal. She just sits on the heat mat non-stop now, because it gets really cold out here. Again, like I said, it's all powered, so she just chills on the heat mat. I'm thinking of just putting the heat mat inside the tub, so she actually sits inside the tub instead of outside, and actually can get away from the weather. These enclosures do have roofs though, so I'm not really that worried. As you guys can see, it's all roofed halfway up, and you get the outdoor stuff here. That's Crystal. She's on 600 gram rabbits at the moment, but she obviously is not eating due to it being winter. She's just curls up and sleeps. I'll move that tub at the end of the video. That's her. If you guys want updates on her, let me know. And on to the last enclosure. And I don't know if I'm going to grab these guys for you, so I'll just show some quick clips. Oh, someone's come out. One of them's come out. Don't know where. That looks like Mushu. So Mushu's in the water at the moment. As you can see, he's getting very long. Looks like he's just short of a meter. Here he is here. That is my male eastern water dragon. The way you guys can say what's a male, what's a female is, so you can see this guy has a very dark red stomach. That's how you can identify a male. And males get much larger than females. In here as well, I've got a couple of goldfish just swimming around. Can't see Medusa though, so she's probably hiding. We'll go over the enclosure anyways. Same as everything else, got the rainforest wall, bamboo backing. These guys have a lot more climbing hides. Got one there, little basking spots, sorry. One there, can climb up there. Obviously got the pond, so they can swim around in, so they have that freedom. Not many water dragon enclosures I see are this big, with just two of them, especially at this size. Usually when they're a lot bigger I see some nice enclosures, get some nice ideas. That cubicle that waterfall's on is where I'm hoping to put the tub inside of, so they can start ruminating, hibernating. A little cane plant there, cane pine plant. Log there, just a little fake rock there that they can climb up, and then the basking rock there. That's their food container which has silkworms in it. Basking globe, so they can go on that rock. That's only on for show at the moment. Usually I have it off because I want them to try and get into the sleeping pattern, because behind there is just thick dirt that they can dig and burrow and all that. You can see all the filtrating system. It's just a little pump I got from Bunnings. Substrate again, wood chips. Yeah, this tank's very crowded. A lot of stuff for them to do. A lot of them chill up there, or both of them, sorry, chill up there, just in that little corner on the top of the rainforest wall. That's usually their favourite spot. But since it's been getting cold, they've been hiding behind that or in the water. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this reptile room. Hopefully I can get more going. Hopefully I can get the turtle outside. Hopefully I can start to get more animals again. See how we go. If you guys like the video, please make sure to hit the like button. Let me know what you think of the video by commenting down below, and I'll talk to you all later.